10 minutes.
Yay!
Trying something. Let's get weird. I also got bands. Yeah. Turning 40 in May. We're like, me too. I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah. I didn't break up with anyone. I got a band because I actually just want to look like Jackie Chan. It's for real. I'm not making it up because I am obsessed with martial art right now. Just want to look like Jackie Chan. And for the longest time, I refused to do it, right? Because I don't want to be that Asian stereotype thing. But you know, I love it. I'm so glad I found it because all the dignity that I lost in comedy, I found it back in martial arts. And also, I think martial art is the only mind-body art form left that is you can learn. No, that is not taught by a white lady. You know? Yeah, okay. I recently got my orange belt in Taekwondo. You guys are so nice because it's really a beginner level. My mom will say only an orange will think she's the new black. And I originally got into Taekwondo because my husband does boxing. And I believe in never marry anyone that I cannot take down in a fight. Yeah, and and you know, I started Taekwondo when I was in Seattle. I got very lucky because my Taekwondo master reopened his dojo after the pandemic, and I was his first and only student. Yeah, so I am the Karate Kid. And he's my Mr. Miyagi. And it took me a long time in LA to find another studio because I live in the valley. Yeah, and everyone showed up like they're auditioning for Cobra Kai. Right? Always in character, no mercy. Yes, and I finally find one. I have to go outside the valley and find one. This dojo, I know I found the right master when at the end of the class, he wants us to clean the whole dojo. There is a vacuum cleaner, but we have to use 3 broken ass brooms. and then my Taekwondo master now, he is an older Korean man. Very wise. He always say the wisest thing, right? We did a sparring the other day, and he said, in sparring, what's more dangerous than the black belt? It's a white woman. Because they're so unpredictable. I mean, that is the highest compliment you can pay to any UFC fighter. Yeah, so just white woman, where are you? Free the warrior within. Okay? And actually, I would say that like I have respect for my master because like he changed what he said, like almost like a setup for a joke, because he never bring race into the dojo. He don't say white, black. He just call you Westerners. I also study Eskrima, which is the Filipino national. Yeah, it's really cool. I think it's the. Do you guys know what that is? Eskrima, right? Yeah, it's the Filipino stick fighting. I think it's so underrated because it's the baddest ass art form ever. And now that I think about it, I feel like you can tell which country had it worse by looking at their martial art. Okay, right? Like in Chinese Kung Fu, we have 5 animals. You know, tiger, Korean. Okay. Somebody has spent years in the mountain, camping, doing white people shit. Observing tigers. Yeah. I mean, I guess in a way, you know, like Chinese people were the white people of the East for a long time. Do you know how hard to spot a tiger? Like, I don't know about the Russian tigers, okay? But in Chinese, there's a saying, 一山容不得二虎. A mountain cannot tolerate two tigers. Yeah, this guy has been searching the entire mountain to find a tiger. That's like centuries of peace, okay? And then so in Eskrima it's all different, right? Because in class, what they taught us is like, you slit your throat. Oh, sorry, I did this new, okay? You slit your throat. Okay, next is you cut your artery and then dump out their intestine. I was like, they don't stop at slitting the throat. I was like, okay, this is like self-defense, and like in the millisecond of them dying, you're still worried they come back fight you, right? And then the next is just a hatred. It's just a hatred. But if you look at the history of it, it all made sense. It all made sense because Eskrima is how the Filipinos fought the Spanish when they invaded Philippines. It's a super badass, right? Because these are the people using sticks, fighting your nice and shiny armors. Yeah. Okay. And what I learned is like it's during practice, people often die. That's how dangerous it is, and that's how determined they are, right? Like, I might die, but I'll still practice. And what is really interesting, so this is the experimental part. I did some research, okay? So do you guys know Ferdinand Magellan? That's okay, I didn't either. He is the OG colonizer, Spanish colonizer, go to Philippines. Magellan. Oh, I mispronounced it. Magellan. Mm-hmm. And he died. He got killed by the Filipinos. But he is a journalist. His assistant was the only eyewitness. And he wrote this, okay? The native continued to pursue us. Yeah, they didn't stop, right? And picking up the same spear 4 to 6 times. Hurled it at us again and again. And also it's like a native hurled a bamboo spear into the captain's face. When the natives saw that, they all hurled themselves upon him. This is a battle without honor, okay? Just, we all came, and one of them wounded him on the left leg with a large sword. And this caused the captain to fall face downward when they rushed upon him with iron and bamboo spears with their more swords. Until they killed our mirror, our light, our comfort, and our true guide. Beholding him dead, we wounded, retreated as best as we could to the boats which were all pulling away. I'm just weeping with tears of joy. I'm not even Filipino, you know. Because this is the ultimate go back to where you come from story. Okay. All right. Yes, I love it. A history lesson. Okay. Another weird thought. I think I figured out the secret of keeping marriage alive. Have crushes. No cheating, but like innocent high school crushes, right? Like yes. You know how people say married people let it go. You gain weight, you smell bad, and you dress poorly. Yeah, just have a crush. You know, and do it early. Do it when you still love your spouse. Because you need to feel guilty. Yeah, and then go home have sex as well. And choose carefully. You know, like you don't want to choose anyone who is too available. You know, have crush with your local pharmacist. Yeah, you go, behind a window. You need a doctor's prescription, right? And I know I had a good crush when he asked my date of birth, and I forgot. I've been saying that for 40 years, you know. Okay, that's a lie. Perfect. Hey.